Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's a 4-3-3.
Yeah, and the two wide players up front can make the system pretty much succeed or fail. They'll be quite flexible in their creative movement. They like to drift in. At times they'll mix their game up and keep their width. And of course they're also expected to track any runs from opposition fullbacks. So they've got quite hard-working jobs. But if they can gain a one-on-one advantage, they can dictate.
So off we go then.
Pedro Porro. Yamal. Now Subimendi. Oh, really cute. What a lovely series of passes.
Yamal! Could move up a gear here. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Threads one in.
That's good play.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Wales have a free kick. And the shot! That's a half-decent try. So it is still 0-0.
Yamal.
Merino.
Yamal.
Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that.
And it's Morata.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Pedri. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Oh, he'd have done well to reach that.
Spread neatly.
Keeper's ball. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Truth be told, perhaps it's not the game that many anticipated, but there is lots to be seen in it, lots to be taken from it. Plenty for the key figures to mull over, but it remains goalless. An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Merino. Now Pedro Porro. Yamal. Oh, that's delightful. Now, what about a counter-attack? That's really well manoeuvred. And that's put paid to a promising move. Up towards the hour mark, and still no goals. Pedri. Lovely feet. And here's Morata. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Yes, 0-0 and little promise of a goal due to the shot-shy nature of this contest, but I'm not giving up on it. There's plenty energy on the pitch, not to give up hope just yet.
Can he spark a counter here? No, he's seen through all of that. And here's Nico Williams. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Merino. Just too much on that, and he's made sure that's not getting through.
Spain showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
That's really well manoeuvred.
Listen, it may well finish this way because it's been so tight all the way through, but equally, we might still get a moment of magic, a mistake, or a refereeing decision to influence otherwise.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
And we're done. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Spain certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that more should have been made of.
So many thanks to Jim. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
This place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. We have already started here. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Nico Williams.
Oh, super ball!
Shifted it to the flank. Terrific header! No, not the best of headers.
Spain were again presented with an opportunity to break and looked very, very threatening. That's really good energy, Peter, the way they defend from the front.
Merino, shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Wales, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. He won't be happy with that one. And that could set him on his way. And that is out and behind. It's a good block.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Yamal, and it's Morata. Williams. He's shifted. Williams! Oh, that was no routine save.
Nico Williams clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And he's had it nicked away. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Neither side giving way. It has been tight. Now it's Pedri. Oh, he's put a shade too much on that. And it's been taken short. Merino! He's got tall. Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And here's Morata. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And the first half is done. And as if we needed reminding, no easy games at this level, and that is proven here. Neither side any further forward from where they were 45 minutes ago, but it is far from lethargic, far from slow, highly engaging, but goalless. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, this has proved a very frustrating day so far, especially for the strikers. Nothing has been created for them. I think the service has been extremely poor.
Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break, 0-0.
Please welcome everyone, our lads.
Here we go again then.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Passing is crisp and sharp, bumps him off it and wins back the ball. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Great defending, strong and determined.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And the keeper's in command.
The attendance for this match was 72,000.
A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Pedri. He is through here. It's anyone's ball now. Shapes to shoot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Pedro Porro. And here's Yamal. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. And he cuts out the supply.
Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would be most welcome now.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Morata gets into a good position. Good spot, he's seen the run. Zubimendi. And here's Morata. Oh, what a pass! Cleared away. Chance for the header!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And the referee brings it to a close. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Wales can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do, but some real promise too.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
On our shuttle bus service.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, It adds to a massive sense of occasion.
And this is now today's lineup.
Well, this is a formation which seems to make pretty clear what their intentions are, Jim.
Well, Peter, when you have that many back, there's only really one tactic you can adopt, and it's the counter-attack. And while it's going to give you a very solid block defensively, it does leave you very little options attacking-wise, with effectively just one outlet.
Not too much possession football then.
Definitely not. They'll be trying to play with real efficiency.
There's the whistle, and here we go. Oh, that's ambitious. Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Finland with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Dealt with nicely by the defence. It's a pretty loose pass. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. He's been picked out. He's a sharp little ball here. Corner given. Finland have their second corner now. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Montenegro have the chance to go the other way. Big chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
So, third corner of the game. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Portugal. That is a brilliant interception. Jovetic. Still goalless. Portugal. Oh, this is a great position. Looking for the run. Out of play for a goal kick. Half an hour played now. That'll be a throw-in. Portugal. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Cleared away.
it's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. And he's had a hit! So their fourth corner of the game. And that has been knocked clear.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Marosic. Stefan Savic. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, there it is, half-time. Not a bad watch by any means. And the efforts of both sides have been good, but neither have been able to penetrate. And so we reach the break, and the game remains goalless. So your views on the first half?
Well, they've never really been threatened in the first half. I think it's been a magnificent team effort. The work rate has been superb. Very, very organised.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Finland clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Finland different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
And the shot! And for a moment, time stood still. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Pukki. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Finland do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way.
Look, movement creates more...
He's got two! He scores! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
After 69 minutes is number 10.
So we have the first goal.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this. And again, they're pressing effectively.
Lod. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Oh, shooting chance! He's got a goal! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
Number 7.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Finland are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, that's chance with a header! They've scored! Back to within one! Interesting!
It was a great header. The invitation was irresistible and the finish unearned.
Yeah, he makes those runs with great stealth and a ghost-like arrival to get his head to the ball.
Finland have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution. A warm ovation on his way off, and that is the least he deserves.
Look, you can only give your all, and he's delivered in that regard, and I think the manager has probably just spotted now a little tiredness creeping in, and, you know, if that's the case, then, you know, he's doing the right thing.
Montenegro get themselves back into contention.
I think they've done so well to get back in it, but it's important now that they don't become over-eager in chasing another. They only need one more chance. Patience is key. Finland surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
And that is a little undercooked. Very much into the last knockings.
Six added minutes has been indicated.
Lod. Marosic. Oh, that's a key interception. And time is up. Finland proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have gone the other way. And they are clearly so happy to have won it. Pukki voted man of the match, and deservedly so. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, I guess it's a result that's best described, Peter, as routine. A good balance of organisation, discipline and endeavour, and a result from which everyone came out looking good.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena. Absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. The action has already started. Lod. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Stevan Jovetic. I think he could be the key in this game. Leading the front line is not really suited to him, but the freedom to play from...
He's shooting! Backward it goes. Yeah, he's fouled him there. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
He's trying the shot. Played out to the right. Cleared away. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it.
Big chance! Goal, Finland! And Finland are ahead!
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
Goal! After 20 minutes is number 8.
So we have the first goal.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now. Montenegro are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Chance here to counter. Palo. Finland deciding to turn to the long ball now. That is pretty evident.
Yeah, it is clear that they've decided to take a more direct route to goal now, but, you know, they can't just continue doing this and make it predictable. And importantly, they've got to look to win the second ball. If they do that, they should get right up the pitch.
Yeah, they really should. Aim forwards. Now he's off and running. Well timed, excellent interception. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Lod.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Oh, important interception. And the half-time whistle goes. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room. And while there was a genuine flow about the game, most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Everyone, please welcome the two sides.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Montenegro can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Pulls it back. Hits it first time. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And he's following up. Danger averted for now. Lod has found the net here, of course. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And the counter is on. And here's Jovetic.
The attendance for this
So,
match
Jim, what
was
are you thinking?
Well, the stats are pretty
71,515.
telling here. It's hard to argue with the scoreline when you carry so little threat.
And it's Jovetic. Steaming up. He's had a shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Substitution on the field. Number 11.
Well, look, they know they've got a height
Coming on the
advantage,
field
and
is
it's time for them to use it.
number 9.
In for a header.
Substitution in progress.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Montenegro do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Camara, who's set up one goal so far.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now. Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
And the ball's a good one here. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Puki. Camara.
There will be 1
Puki.
minute added time.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And there goes the final whistle. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, the way the manager has stormed down the tunnel